record. Awesome. Thank you everybody for being here today. I know the topic is typically Timeout Tuesday, but we're doing it today. We're back at you on Wednesday to talk to you about a system that we've been using to transform our health. Our vision is to ignite all people to own their lives physically and financially, and through contributions create freedom and a lasting legacy. And so my name is Pat. I won't be sharing my story today, but just know that I'm really excited and very thankful for everybody that is taking the time today to come and check out what it is that we are doing and what has transformed our lives for the better. But before we get into it, I do want to talk a little about the integrity of our company, and make sure that everyone understands what we're offering today is not a magical pill. It's not something where you're going to take and tomorrow you're going to lose 25 pounds. It's about the work that you're going to put in for yourself to be able to achieve anything that you want to achieve. And we want to teach you today that anything is possible. It's just about the effort that you put in, and Isagenix can be a vehicle to help you achieve everything that you've ever wanted. So I'm going to hop right into this video, and please keep your mind open, because some of this information, it's not necessarily the most upbeat, but it's really pertinent to what is happening in our daily lives today.
One of the biggest threats to our health is our own environment. Some toxins are easy to spot. However, most are either invisible or undetectable to the average person.
We have poisoned our water, we have poisoned our air, we are poisoning our foods, and we're doing that to allow industry to advance. But in the process, we're introducing hundreds and hundreds of pollutants into our bodies.
In particular, I worry about pesticides, herbicides on the fruit and vegetables you eat. And on the animal side, very concerned about growth hormone, steroids, antibiotics being injected into the food supply.
Prescription drugs that are now showing up in the water supplies, about arsenic that's showing up in the water supplies, heavy metals.
We have sterilized our topsoil. The pesticides not only kill the living organisms that come to attack the farmer's produce, but it also hits the topsoil and it kills all the living microorganisms and bacteria that convert an inorganic rock mineral into an organic form for it to be absorbed and uptaken by the plant.
For us to assume that just because we have a plethora of food that we're not undernourished is really wrong, because our food, unfortunately, is undernourished.
Our nutritionally bankrupt food, combined with toxicity, is wreaking havoc on our mental and physical health. When our health is compromised, we lack the energy needed to perform the daily functions of life. It is harder to stay fit, and we experience premature aging. It can put a strain on our finances and ultimately the relationships we cherish most. These factors can make us more susceptible to disease, depriving us of the kind of life we deserve.
The biggest problem I see with toxicity is body inflammation. You get a massive body inflammatory response. Regardless of what weight you are, you've got a major health problem.
There are 80,000 toxins in our air and our food and our water. And it doesn't matter if you're lean, it doesn't matter if you're not. You are going to absorb those toxins.
A recent study by the Centers for Disease Control revealed the presence of 219 toxic chemicals in people of all ages. The CDC also reported that we're spending over $75 billion a year on weight-related diseases.
And I want you guys to think for a moment that if that video was from 2009, can you imagine what is going on in our world right now and the toxic exposure that we are coming across every single day? And everything that's going on in our world right now, I want you to think for a moment that the #1 cause of toxic exposure in our body is stress. And I feel very blessed that Isagenix found me when I was in the darkest time of my life. About a year and a half ago, I was a burnt out, stressed out, hot mess express, heading straight for a brick wall. Within a 4-month period, I lost my father due to terminal illness at 59 years old. At the same time, I had to walk away from 2 brick and mortar businesses that I was running. And my husband and I got a very, very public, tragic divorce. And that's when I ran away to Mexico, because I don't know if this resonates with any of you, But I was wearing so many masks every day to hide my pain, hide my fear, hide my insecurities, because I wanted people to think I was okay coming from the health and wellness profession. Now, I would like to know how many of you on this call, when someone asks you how you're doing, you say, I'm okay, when really you're not. And I would like to know how many of you on this call have had these big dreams on your heart, or this voice that you can't seem to express because of fear, insecurity, and not knowing how people would look at you. And as much as I would love to talk about my health story tonight, especially with everything going on in the world, this community has given me a second home, a new family, and a place where my voice is heard, and that we all support each other equally. We all love each other. And it's because of that so many people who have joined this amazing community have been able to do more. Those dreams on your heart, that voice that you have to express, you can do it here. It is safe, and you are going to be embraced for the human being that you are. And together we can truly create change. And I think that is so powerful. And if you think about everything that's going on in our world and the toxic exposure that is coming into our bodies every day, how many times have you had a thought or a vision for your life and you stopped because you weren't feeling that great? Or there was too much stress going on in your body and the anxiety was overriding your ability to go forward with what it is that you truly wanted to do with your life. And what would it look like if you showed up every single day feeling your best and able to conquer those dreams and those visions that you had for yourself, because your body, your mind, and your soul are all in alignment, and you keep raising that vibration more with an army of people behind you, supporting you and loving you? What would that look like for you? So let's talk a bit about how these toxins affect our body. We are exposed to toxins everywhere we go, in the air, in the foods we eat, on the products we put on our body, the cleaning products in our homes, and they cause toxins. And when these toxins go into our body, they embed themselves in the fatty cell membrane like a fat magnet. And that's why no matter how much you work out, no matter how much you rest, no matter how much good clean eating you eat, you don't seem to feel much better. I mean, how many of us have had brain fog, lack of energy, bloating in our stomach, unmotivation, weight gain that we can't lose, muscles that we can't seem to achieve, right? Overtraining, undernourished. And that's what this is about, because our gut filters all of these toxins. And think about your gut as a cup. And when those toxins start going over the cup because there's too much in there, especially with the stress that we're enduring every single day, what happens is our body wreaks havoc, and we start seeing so much dis-ease going on in the world in younger and younger generations. Like, we live in an age where our kids may not outlive their parents, and that makes me really sad. But one thing that makes me really happy is we have a solution here that is not a magical pill that will help you release those toxins from your body for you to claim your full potential back, so that you can truly live to your full potential. And so thank you for being here tonight to learn more about this and to hear these stories, and keep an open mind. And I'm so happy that you're here.
Wow, thank you much, Jen, for sharing all of that. So this is me. Take a look there at that person on the left. I'm actually not going to be sharing my story, but you can flip the slide. But I just want to check in with you guys. And are you living your ideal life right now? You guys to just close your eyes for a second and just imagine like you're laying in bed, you're just waking up, your alarm went off, you turned it off, you placed your feet up on the ground, and you're walking into the bathroom. And when you look at yourself in that mirror, what are the things that are on your heart that you're saying to yourself? So I know that girl that was staring in the mirror before, in mine, like I was not confident, just like Jen said. I was hiding behind these masks. I was exhausted. I was overworked. I was stressed out. I was working as a paramedic. So what are those things for you that you're maybe looking in that mirror when you get up in the morning, and all of these things that you're wishing that you had? And as we go through this presentation, like, I'm so excited that you're here, first of all, for yourself on this Wednesday night, because Isagenix truly has been the biggest blessing in all of our lives that are already using the products. And we're so excited that you're here. So just know that absolutely anything is possible for you. And like Pat said, it's not a magical pill, but with consistency and just putting these products into your body, it's amazing what our bodies can do when they're fueled properly.
So now I'm just going to get in a little bit of statistics just so that we can all be on the same page. So over 69% of adults in North America are considered at least overweight. The fitness industry is worth over $83 billion from gyms alone. The global anti-aging market is expected to reach $331 billion by 2021. So imagine an opportunity that converges all of these trends into one space, and that is Isagenix.
Wow, Pat, thank you so much. My name's Julia Simone. I've been on the Isagenix products for about 4 years now, and you can see a little bit of my transformation. When I first got started in Isagenix, I was, oh my goodness, I was working corporate, so I was not doing what I'm doing now. I was flying all over the world, and I was burnt out, stressed out. My body was inflamed, and you can see I'm trying to hide my legs. I didn't feel as confident as I now feel in my body. And it had nothing to do with looks. It had everything to do with who I am and how I was feeling. That inflammation that Jen talks about was very much alive in my body. And fast forward, you know, that's me on the right-hand side. I used to play soccer twice a day. Now I probably train maybe 2 to 3 times a week only, but I am leaner. I have released the inflammation. I have never felt so good in my body. I'm sleeping through the night and my energy is through the roof. So much so that I've literally been on calls for the last 12 hours and I still have so much energy to carry me through the night. That is a miracle, something I never thought possible in my life. And I'm here today to talk about something that has served me in the most incredible ways. Who I was when I first walked into this company and into this movement is not who I am today. And that's because of the incredible people that held my hand, that saw a vision for me, and that stood by me and said, you know, you can create a life of your design, a life of freedom. And I want to take a moment here to pause and to acknowledge the racial injustice in the world. And I just want to say that everyone on this call stands by this movement. We stand by what's happening. And the Isagenix community recently has announced $50,000 to go towards the anti-racism movement to a legal fund, and also to add a 4th pillar, which I'll talk about at the end of this video. But this video really hones in that you can come here no matter who you are, what your background is, and we will support you. We will hold your hand no matter what your dreams are. If you have a personal health goal, or if you want to create financial freedom for your family, those dreams we will hold dear to you and to us. And that personal growth is part of that journey. Changing my mindset was paramount to that. I didn't believe that I was worthy enough to live a life where I felt and looked and did the things that made me feel my best. Today, I know I am worthy of those things, and that's where it starts. So here we go in the Start Your Life movement.
Environment is key. You know, I've learned over the years that who you spend time with is who you become. And I knew that if I wanted to change and build some sort of lifestyle that I was proud of, you know, I needed to be around people that were achieving similar things like that.
In the START community, what's cool is gratitude and kindness and love and lifting people up. That's cool. It's really a group of people that celebrate one another.
START is a beautiful movement of young people who are redefining everyday normal. We're challenging the status quo. We're the rebels, the misfits, the dreamers. We care about this planet, and we're here to make a difference, not just for tomorrow, but for future generations to come.
It is the family that I've chosen, and literally they are the ones that lift me up no matter what.
I always knew there was something else, but I just didn't know what it was. And I was hungry. I was hungry for something.
It's like I wasn't desperate for change, but I was dissatisfied. When START came into my world, it was seeing how I could just have that ownership and autonomy, which is what I craved.
This is a movement where people are young, ambitious, and doing it, and no one is there criticizing them.
There's never been a time like today where you can wake up and design your day, right? Young people don't want this anymore. Young people need this, right? This is an opportunity where someone who's young and hungry and driven and thinks differently can leverage the tech opportunity and build whatever they want to build.
It's all young people that have the same visions and goals and dreams. We all want to be our own boss. We all want to travel the world. We're entrepreneurial and we want a chance to show that.
It's having that choice for yourself, but being supported by an army of people. You're not doing this alone, but you are doing it for yourself and the things that matter to you most.
We're the ones that are going first, and it doesn't matter if anyone else can't see what we see. We're taking charge of our dreams. We're taking action. So what are you waiting for? Come join us and start your life.
And wow, so here are some of the pillars that we stand by in Isagenix. It is to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process create the most trusted and respected health and wellness company in the world. I'm going to just demonstrate a few ways that we do that. Number one, we invest millions of dollars into third-party testing of all of our products to make sure that the quality is the absolute best. We go above and beyond the organic certification, GMO-free, gluten-free now, as more and more research is coming out. And we go above and beyond to really make sure that our quality of nutrition is pharmaceutical grade and incredible. And then the company gives back thousandfold. We give back to people in need, to people who need good nutrition. Throughout the pandemic of the coronavirus, Isagenix has donated millions of dollars of nutritional solutions to people who need that nutrition the most. And in the last 24 to 48 hours, Isagenix has added that fourth pillar that I mentioned to strive for racial equality in everything that we do. And to me, to see how fast a company can react to the needs of the world and also to these causes that are so dear to my heart makes me so proud to be able to stand behind something that I fully believe in, can back 100% of the way, and that really embodies the values of myself as a young person.
I am totally on board with everything you just said, Julia. I love hearing you speak. And you guys are probably wondering, like, how the heck can one company provide all of these things for us, whether it's weight loss or weight gain, performance, vitality, well-being, personal care and beauty, or that financial wellness solution. The cool thing is it's all in the way that you use the products. So I'm going to go over the core products that Isagenix has. So the very first one is the Cleanse for Life. It is absolutely incredible. That video you watched about the toxins, that's what this product deals with. It's intermittent fasting. So you can either do 24 hours, 48 hours, or there is nightly cleanses. So it's super flexible. But the whole basis behind this is you're going to drink this Cleanse for Life. There's either that or there's the peach cleanse, which is so good. Literally tastes like peach iced tea, but it's so full of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, so that your body is being nourished at a cellular level, but there's no, like, it's very low in calories. So your body can still stay in that fasted state. And the cool thing is it's not a magical drink. Our bodies are literally the miracle. Our livers, our kidneys, they're the ones that do all the detoxing in our body. But because of all of these toxins coming in, it's just too inundated that it doesn't have that chance to actually give it that rest so it can get rid of it. So by doing that fast for 24 to 48 hours, your body actually has the chance to pull those toxins out of the cells and get rid of them like it normally does, which is going to help so much with that mental clarity, with your energy, with getting rid of that inflammation. And the inflammation is key. So when you do your intermittent fasting, it's going to help get rid of that inflammation so that when you start having your shakes and the other products, your body is actually going to be able to absorb the nutrients. Because if there's that layer of inflammation, your body just can't actually absorb. So with the shakes, they're absolutely incredible. They're complete meal replacements. So they're balanced with your carbs, your fats, and your proteins, so many vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. And then they've also got digestive enzymes in there as well, which means you're going to absorb up to 90% of what are in these shakes, which is so cool. And they also come in amazing vegan options as well. They taste amazing. They're like the most creamy things ever, and they literally taste like milkshakes. They're so good. I used to hate shakes, but these ones saved my life. And then there's also the Ionic Supreme. And You've got the toxins, which are big. You've got the nutrition that's being put in. And then you've also got stress, which is another big thing that Jen talked about. And the Ionic Supreme are made of adaptogens. And they do exactly that. They help your body to adapt to stress. So it's going to help to bring your body out of that fight or flight mode that our bodies are in so often, so they can really rebalance and take you into that rest and digest, where your sleep happens, where your digestion happens, where your immunity gets boosted. All of these processes that our bodies aren't able to do when it's in that fight or flight mode. So it's an amazing thing. It'll help with your mental clarity. It'll help with your energy. It'll help you with weight loss. It has so many amazing health benefits, and it's so cool because it's literally just a different blend of a whole bunch of different herbs. So they're all plants, which is so cool. Then you've got the Complete Essentials with Isagenix, which are amazing packs of vitamins and minerals. So they come in like AM, PM packets. You just tear them in half, take your AM ones in the morning, your PM ones at night. It comes with your omegas. It comes with your multivitamins. Comes with your vitamin C, so for immunity, and also comes with 2 other cool ones. So it comes with one that is, they're called cytoactives, and it's a different blend of a whole bunch of different things, very high in antioxidants with resveratrol, CoQ10, all of the trendy ones that you hear people talking about, right? They're all in that pill. And it's very high in antioxidants, so it's gonna help neutralize free radicals and fight cell aging, which is very cool. It's also very amazing for your cell and heart health. And then there's that last one there, which is called Isagenix. And Isagenix is amazing. They also call it Botox in a bottle because it does help with anti-aging. And it's cool because the science behind this product is actually a Nobel-winning prize. Like, it won a Nobel-winning prize for the science. And it actually helps with the caps on your actual DNA strands. It helps to keep them intact so that it reverses the signs of aging, which is like so friggin' cool. And as soon as we're born, we're aging, so we may as well get on this stuff right away. We don't need to wait until we're older. I love them. And the main thing about all of them, like Julia had shared, is that it's high quality nutrition. Isagenix is very on top of testing the ingredients, the raw ingredients during the processing, after the processing. They make sure they check for heavy metals. They check for all of these things to make sure that they're giving us the most like incredible quality for us to be able to ingest. And that's why people get such incredible results on these products. And this is what a lot of people think the shake life is like, right? Like, you're like, oh, you're doing one of those shake things. You're like, yeah, okay, no, this is what it actually looks like. It's amazingly balanced lifestyle. So like, I've been doing it for 4 years now, and I love doing this system. Once you start knowing what it feels good to feel good, you won't want to get off of it. That's the crazy thing about it. And it's very balanced. You can choose either 1 or 2 shakes a day. It's very customizable. So you got your shake, a snack, either a shake or a meal, and then you've got another snack, a balanced meal, and then a snack in the evening. So if you're hungry, you're going to be eating something on this. This is not going to be something where you're going to be starving yourself. You're really going to be nourishing your body like it actually needs. And then there's so many other amazing different products that Isagenix has. There's snacks and mini meals. So there's the Whey Thins, which I was snacking on before this. They're amazing little protein chips. You've got the Isa Delights, which are awesome chocolates you can have on your cleanse day. The bars are actually meal replacements as well, so they're super handy. You've got the shake boosters, which are a different blend of mushrooms for your immunity. And then also the heart shake booster, which helps to reduce LDL cholesterol, which is so cool that there's a plant-based option for that. We've got the amazing performance line, which is so awesome. It's all Informed Sport certified, so the quality of it is incredible. And even professional athletes use these products too, so they don't have to worry about the testing. And then you've got the joint and pain relief, the energy, the e-shots are awesome. They've also got those amazing stress adaptogens in the e-shots as well. And then you've got the brain and sleep support as well. So the sleep spray is awesome. Just spray it under your tongue before bed, and it helps you go to sleep without feeling like super like groggy in the morning. So it's amazing. We've got
What's going on, everybody? So typically when you hear people's stories, and these stories, a lot of times you'll hear people talk about the inner transformation, and mine's no different. You see the outside transformation, but what's really happened on the inside is what really, really transformed me and made me a better human being. And I first got introduced to Isagenix about 4 years ago, and I shot it down immediately. My transformation didn't start until about 2.5 years ago, when I became open-minded. And before that, and I always tell the people on here and the ones that know me now, that I'm really glad you didn't know the old me, because the old me was an absolute mess. And I was living in my old college lifestyle. I didn't know what I wanted. I had no passion, had no purpose for life. And I continued to do jobs that really did not serve me, things that people told me I'd be good at. I chased money, and it continued to run further and further away from me. And I found myself on the road 5-6 days a week, sleeping in cheap hotels, super alone. As you can tell, I'm a high energy person. I love connecting with people. and I had nobody to talk to. I got into drug abuse problems really bad. I was super depressed and honestly a little bit suicidal at times. And by the grace of running into a friend I hadn't seen in about 5 years, he looked right through the mask like a few of these others had talked about, and he looked me square in the eyes and said, "You don't seem like you're very happy." And I was a little taken back from it, but at the same time, I knew exactly what he was talking about, but I didn't know how to fix it. Fast forward about 8 months, he introduced me to personal development. I don't think I opened a book for about 10 years after school. And I went to this event and I didn't know what to expect, but he told me it would change my life. And I will never forget that event, that day he invited me to it, because it has done exactly that. And as I got through that event, day 3 of not talking, I realized I had a problem, and I stood up and declared my problem in sobriety, and I've been clean on that stuff ever since that day, and it's been a complete blessing. But the coolest part about it is I hired myself a coach. I started to strive for life a little bit more, and I got clear on what I loved, and it always came back to wanting to help people. And I loved health and wellness. And then the light bulb went off, and I was like, holy crap, a friend told me about this amazing community where it's based around nutrition, health, and wellness, and you can create whatever life you want from it. I was like, wow, I did not see the silver lining that was hitting me right in the face. And I was like, holy cow. So I reached back out to him. Fast forward 2.5 years after trying to debunk this nutrition system, you can see my debunking did not work out. This community has raised my vibration. They have spoken so much truth into me, and now I have so much passion, purpose for life, and I want that for anybody else in here too, because anything is possible if you link arms with the right people, you associate with people that see more in you. So put in the chat box real quick here, if anybody has ever started something, maybe a New Year's resolution, and they fell a little bit short and they gave up on themselves. Maybe it just didn't work out. If you've ever done that, let me know. Yes, absolutely. I'm guilty as well. I just wanted to hear a few yeses. And Pat, flip to the next one. And the reason why I wanted people to do that, because I wanted to talk about the ISA Body Challenge. You see all these before and after pictures of these incredible walks of life, all age brackets from all across the world. And the one thing that really helped with their success was locking arms with people that were on the same path. When you go at something yourself, you have about a 40% chance of success. When you have other people, accountability partners, a planned out system and program, your success rate goes up to 90%. I don't know about you, but 40% to 90%, I'm gonna take the 90% every time. So Isagenix has this incredible ISA Body 16-week challenge where you basically get to do it for free, get healthy for free, have a support group of everybody in here, have a community online, and people you can talk to, right? And just for completing the 16-week challenge, which you can do 3 times a year, 4 months, 4 months, 4 months, just for completing that, they give you $200 in free Isagenix products. $200, free products, just for getting healthier, becoming a better version of you. I don't know about you, but I do these every 4 months, and as soon as I end one, the same day I start a new one. Now Isagenix realized, hey, we gotta keep up in the game. They maybe didn't see quarantine coming, but they planned ahead, and they created the ISA Life app. And by creating the ISA Life app, they have given us so many tools to stay on track, to track our progress, to track our wellness, our weight loss goals. They give you macro testing, all your micros that we talked about, the vitamins and minerals in there. And as I said, the ISA Body Challenge, which you can take your before pictures, you do your little bit of an essay at the end just about your experience. And just for doing that as well, I talked about the free products that they give you, but you can also get put in the drawing for grand prize. And the grand prize is $25,000, $5,000 for runners up, all of the above. And it's just amazing what they do for us, right? So as I mentioned, quarantine here, we have the ISA Body Fitness, which is right in the bottom center there on the ISA Life app. In-home workouts, you literally have everything tracked from start to finish. You have community of support. You have workouts to help boost you, and have the ISA Body Facebook group as well. So you can really tap in and see what people are dealing with themselves. Now, what makes Isagenix different than most things? So backed by science and research, we talked about the third-party testing. Make sure there's no harmful metals and chemicals in it, right? It is the cleanest product above organic standards typically. And this is what we get when we put up Isagenix systems compared to a heart-healthy diet that your doctor would put you on. 56% more weight lost. I want you to think about that. 56% more weight loss with the Isagenix system. 47% more fat lost. and twice as much visceral fat. And visceral fat being the fat that is around our organs, the stuff we don't typically see, the stuff that says, hey, that person looks healthy, but they had a heart attack. How the heck did that happen, right? It's that bad cholesterol. Laura talked about our heart shake boost that lowers that bad cholesterol, right? So this was going to reduce every aspect compared to a heart healthy diet and blow it out of the water.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Joe, for going over that science. I'm such a science nerd. And hi, everyone. So grateful for all of you joining. My name's Melissa. My journey within Isagenix really starts about 2 years ago exactly when I met Dr. Del Rey, who's in the picture on the screen. And I really was looking for a community and looking for positive female mentorship. When I first moved away from Los Angeles, I was really feeling lost and craving a community. So, you know, fast forward a year, every day writing in my journal, asking myself, where am I supposed to be? How am I going to help more people? How am I going to express myself? And really, what's my journey as like a healthcare professional? Because I really felt lost as far as like, what's the avenue? So the Start Your Life video in this presentation literally screams everything. Like every time I watch it, I'm like, yep, that's what I asked for. That's what I'm looking for. That's the life that I desire. So fast forward a year, I reconnected with Dr. Del Rey, and I was just like, whatever community you have, like I want to be a part of. Whatever you're putting in your body, whatever you're doing, like, yes, I'm in because that's what I'm looking for. And I can say that because I was on the other side and I asked for it and I watched her for a whole year. And I saw the things that she got to do and the life that she got to create. And that's really what I started to ask myself, is just like, what's going to allow me in 5 or 6 years to not have to clock in, clock out, not have a boss that's going to tell me how long I can take away to be with my kids that I want to have in the future. So I just really started to feel personally and professionally unaligned. So Isagenix for me is an avenue that I can help more people. And for me, like the health transformation and like the literally the physical transformation as far as confidence and clarity and certainty and how I carry myself is everything to me now. And this community is everything to me. So it's like we have so many different pieces that I think just really solve everything for people. And that's what it has been for me. I didn't think that I needed to be healthy until I have put the ionics in my body and I cleansed and all of the things that we talk about. It's like I'm living that. And I've never felt so good. So I'm super grateful. So some of the results that you're going to see in these next slides blow me out of the water, because as a healthcare practitioner, I've tried to help people with paleo. I've tried to help people with so many other things. And I just never felt like I was really able to like dive into some of the other aspects. So what you're seeing is not only the incredible physical transformations that are possible, but like also the mindset and the things internally that we've been talking about. So I want you to just take a look. This is actually Laura's mom, all the way on the far right-hand side. And these are people who are actually like part of this community, the people that we know directly, that we've gotten to see their transformations. And there's literally results that you cannot get anywhere else because of the community that we've created. It's not just about it's not a fad diet. It's about a lifestyle that we create and a lifelong solution that we have the foundation of. And that's what I'm so obsessed with, is getting to create those lifelong habits for people. So the question becomes, how does Isagenix fit into your life? So the first thing is using the products and feeling and experiencing that authenticity of what this kind of nutrition and what this does for you. And the second thing is then you start to share the system with people, because we know that things that we love, we naturally want to share and pass it on to people. And so then the third part becomes identifying people who are open, people who are looking for a health change, people who need a health change, people who've been asking for a health change. And then also getting to see people who are also want to create other opportunities. They want to travel. They want to live life more authentically and express themselves in a different way. And those people are out there. It's just seeking them and finding them. And we have so many different packs that can fit. So that's what I love about Isagenix, is it's customizable. So it's really the question of what are you looking for and being able to match up your goals and what do you want to get out of it. And the nice thing is you can change it every month. It can keep changing and growing. My pack changes potentially every month based on what I want to dial in and work on and all of that.
Woo! Everyone just take a big deep breath. Wow. Literally, I get so excited after watching this. I'm like, sign me up. Right? It's honestly, it's such an incredible system, and we're so excited that you're here. But you can think back to when you were looking in the mirror, the very of this presentation, and you were thinking about all of those things, those dreams that are on your heart of you wanting more energy, you wanting to lose some weight, you wanting to do that. This is a space where you can 100% achieve absolutely everything that you want to achieve. And all of us up here, they're even sharing, when we first got started, guys, we were scared. We were like, is this going to work? Is this like, one of those things. And literally it's just one step in front of the next, one step in front of the next. The coolest thing is, guys, it's got a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you try it, you get 30 days to put your money where your mouth is and try it out, see what it does for you. And if you're not satisfied, then you can literally return it, get all your money back. So there's no risk involved at all. But if you try it and this is something that does change your life, you're going to be so grateful for the person that did get you on here. And I want to end with this quote. So if you always do what you've always done, you'll always have what you have right now. And just let that sink in, right? Because we get it, like change is scary. Our brains want us to stay the same. It's that comfort zone, right? But if you're sitting right now and there are some of those things you want to achieve, just know that it's totally possible for you here. And you may be one of 3 people right now. You may be that first person that's like, I don't know what the heck I just watched. These people are all kind of crazy, but like, this is not for me. And we want to thank you for staying on this presentation for this long, for 40 minutes with us. And if this isn't for you, that's totally okay. If it's for somebody that you know, then please feel free to refer them to the person that got you on here, or you can invite them on next time. And even if it's not your time right now, just know, let the person know there's no pressure whatsoever. When it's your time, it'll be your time. And we understand that timing is absolutely everything. And you may be that second person where you're like, this is all awesome. I've got lots of questions though. So we're actually going to unmute. You can unmute yourself after this. We'll get rid of the presentation and you can ask away all of your hot burning questions. And then you may be that third person that's like, OMG guys, I need this in my life. I've been literally praying for this solution. Take my credit card, sign me up. That's freaking awesome. I'm so stoked for you. And you can just reach out to the person who got you on this webinar as well, and they can help you get set up with the perfect pack for your goals and what you're looking to achieve. So I just want to thank you guys so much for being on here with us tonight. And if you are excited about learning how you can use those referral bonuses to get your products for free, we run a presentation tomorrow at 7 p.m. It's normally Wednesdays, but tomorrow at 7 p.m. So you can reach out and grab the link for to come onto that. And just so you guys have a little taste of, like, these are not just small referral bonuses. For sharing with 2 people, you can get up to $550 back toward your products in cash. So these aren't like tiny little, here's a couple bucks, right? Like, they're actually, you can get your products for free. So we're super blessed to have that. So we'll take away the presentation. And if you guys have any questions, then feel free to either toss them in the chat box, or you can just unmute yourself and ask away. If anybody just has something they want to add.
No questions? All right, well, if there's no questions, I want to take about,
what is, like, in your opinion, like in Ottawa, like, what is the market for this? Like, I don't know if any Ottawa peeps want to comment on it. I'm just curious.
So the beautiful thing is that, like just to actually compare Ottawa, like Ontario to Quebec, right? We have over, I think it was like 200,000 customers in Ontario, and there's about 10,000 in Quebec. So there is so much opportunity because there's so many people that are in both provinces. And Ottawa is a perfect epicenter to get both into Quebec and in Ontario. So the opportunity is really big because you can just go across the border to Gatineau and come onto the Ontario side, and so many communities around. So personally, I find that the market is wide open and there's so much more opportunity to grow.
Mm-hmm. If I can chime in on that too, Victoria, the cool thing with our compensation plan, which you'll learn tomorrow, it's not even about the people that you know. So you can know 10 people in Ottawa and they all know other people too in all different places, right? Because it's open in 14 different countries. So you might know somebody in Australia and then they know people there. That's the cool thing about network marketing, is that you get to expand your network all over and you get to work as a team. So we do explain all of that tomorrow night on that presentation.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. Does anybody else have any questions? Awesome. Okay, well, we will see you guys tomorrow night. And I hope you guys have the most amazing night tonight. And we love you all. And thank you so much again for taking the time out of your night. And we will talk to you guys soon. Bye, everybody.